What's going on, guys? Chillin'. This is 4K Tawheed, and today we wanted to discuss what are some top best odd jobs out there. What are some well-paid and very comfortable odd jobs that not even a college graduate want to leave there. They'll really cut their half salary just to stay there for like 5-8 years. It's crazy. Coming up. If you're new here, right, definitely do not forget to subscribe and press the like button. For some of you guys been here, you see that I do some tech reviews, life hacks, motivations, yada yada. So you definitely want to press the subscribe button and hit the like buttons as well, and press the notification bell buttons as well. So what are the odd jobs? Odd jobs is like the bad jobs, you know, like we're talking about McDonald's, restaurants, labor related. That's once you do work hard, hustle, and you're easily replaceable. Those are the odd jobs. Now, just to be aware, the good jobs, they call it the 9 to 5, right? But nowadays people are getting so smart, they try to get rid of the 9 to 5 jobs because 9 to 5 jobs are so boring, and a lot of people will not do that, right? But 9 to 5 jobs are more secure and much more kind of hard to replace because you're doing more of a administration related. Now, just to let you know, when I say odd jobs, it could be there's a lot of office related jobs are very like in an odd jobs category. Like let's say an example, call center. That's kind of odd job. That's like easily replaceable right there. Like you're nobody over there. You can be easily replaceable. You absolutely do not like it. A lot of people that change these positions on this entry level 9 to 5. So just to let you know, it doesn't have to be restaurant. It doesn't have to be only labor. Office can be a labor too. Like these are very bad odd jobs. Now you know what is odd jobs. Today I'm gonna give you some lists that are odd jobs, but a lot of you guys want to go there and work there as an easy money, and you can do entrepreneurship and you can get a lot of funds out of those things. It's easy, very comfortable. You can make a lot of money out of it, can make a full-time until you come up with your own business. So let's drive into number one is driving jobs. Taxi, Uber Eats, Grubhubs. We're talking about if you got CDL, even though CDL is a pain in the neck. To be honest, the best will be as a first level that you don't need to do any certification like CDL, TLC. You don't need to do any other certification for taxi. You can just drive with your own driver license. That's like probably the best job. That's why a lot of people love to do this driving job, because you don't want to stay indoor. This job, there's a big benefit on this job, right? Two things is you get hourly paid, right? You get hourly paid on the book, and you get instant gratification pay, right? So hourly paid gonna give you a check at the end of the week, and per night or per day you're gonna walk out, go home with a separate cash. So they give you instant gratification, which is already enough. You don't need the check. And then the third thing is very addicting and is very comfortable because you can play your own music on the car while you can do the delivery. Even though that's why a lot of people choose to do Uber Eats, Grubhubs, and Seamless, because they don't pay you nothing. A lot of people do that because it's fun, because they rather not do any computer side hustle, but they rather do that. If you got a TLC or taxi license, forget it. You're making a lot of money, but it's very uncomfortable to drive in the city because they have too much restrictions. So there's a lot of cons on that as well. Yeah, number one is driving is like the top rated, and if you can do food delivery, it's even best. Instead of doing those delivery apps, if you can get hired in a private restaurant that can do delivery driver, best. All right, number two, this is the best one, right? A lot of you guys love that thing, right? Number two is restaurant industry. That's right, this is another very odd jobs, but a lot of you guys and a lot of people want to stay there and want to work there for longest, right? These people got bachelor, PhD, master, and they don't want to leave this job, right? You're not gonna hear anybody's talking about this thing ever. When it comes to job, people always talk about 9 to 5 as a term, right? But they never say that there's so many billions of people are working in a restaurant industry, right? But that's like I think to them, a lot of people, that's the primary level. 9 to 5 is second. Restaurant industry, bartender, bar back, These are the food industry, the hospitality industry, that is the most top addicted and the most human, like almost like an animal level of human, like interact as a human level job that out there, that a lot of people would rather like do not work as a HR, good corporate job, and would rather on job like that. Let me tell you which are the best comfortable in restaurant, right? We're talking about the sit down restaurant, right? Not like, you know, we're talking about like a franchise. Let's say you have Red Lobster, Ruby Tuesday, IHOP restaurant, sit down, anything that sit down, that once you go inside the door and there's a host service that make you sit down on a specific tables, Dallas BBQ, stuff like that, right? All of these restaurants, these are the very good, very addicting, and a lot of people, is very hard for them to leave this job. And this is like the most human level, because you know why? People actually get married and find their partner inside that job, because they make that their like second home. It's crazy. I know a lot of people that hooked up in that restaurant. They got married, they married their manager hooked up with another manager, they got married. Like a lot of these people, they got married, they found their relationship, found their partner from this, because it's so comfortable for them and they will never leave, right? The bad odd jobs, that's a lot of you guys are stuck, but it's not a good pay. Those are like, let's say McDonald's, the hourly related. They're gonna pay you only hourly rate but no tips, or like you'll get like the front jar tips. That's like nothing. A lot of people stays there for a long time, but that's a very limited mindset, because I don't know why would somebody work somewhere. If you really want to work in a restaurant, then you want to work in the pro sit down restaurant with a server tables or bar back. If you don't want to be bartender, no problems, become a host, or you can make more money on a sit-down restaurant as a host, probably even in a doorman, busboy, food runner. As an hourly rate, you can make double than working in a McDonald's or some sort of like hourly rate, like let's say Wendy's or something, or Burger King. Like a lot of people who are working there, I don't know what's up, but I know some people who've been working there for 5 years, 8 years, and I'm like, oh God, you are so intelligent, you got so much high credentials, and you're still working there. But they also don't know that the sit-down restaurant or sit-down diner can make double. They don't know that. They're very limited on that. They don't see that, and they have wasted 8 years on that restaurant, and they're getting like busted with all this customer and making nothing. They're working hourly. I don't want to talk negative, because I know a lot of you guys are really like, yeah, what is he saying? I would love to work in a McDonald's, I would love to work in a Wendy's, Burger King, but I don't think so, man. In this list, I'm only going to talk about the sit down restaurant, not the hourly related. That's the best addicting job. A lot of people want to work there because you're interacting with human. We all like to interact with human. That's why people will never quit this job, and if they do quit, they will return back. It's so shocking. People will rather work here rather in retail, and a lot of people who work in a retail, they will not go to the restaurant. It's interesting. There's no mix and match. Everything is all about comfort zone nowadays. It's crazy. By the way, just to let you know, when I say restaurant, anything to do with the restaurant, like bakery, coffee shop, and restaurant, they're all in same divisions. Restaurant, coffee shop, they are very addicting. I think in this list, the restaurant and the coffee shop and bakery, anything to do with the food or something consumable, are the top level right there. Like it's number one right there. It is probably the best. I think it's probably better than 9 to 5, to be honest with you, because it's much more human related. There's human interaction. People wanna be dealing with these people. It's a nice community. People find their life partner from there. Can you imagine? That's crazy. Like people find life partner. Every sit down restaurant that I know, that I heard like, oh, somebody got married, somebody got somebody pregnant in the restaurant industry, or somebody hooked up with the kitchen guy, or the kitchen guy hooked up with the server or the bartender, and it's so common. And the funny and another interesting thing, in a suburb area, that's like the most common. Like the suburb area, like, you know, this is something like more common. All right, this is another one. This is a little fancy one, right? But it's really fun, very addicting, and a lot of you do not want to leave. And it's odd jobs, it's labor, yes, but it's kind of fun, and it makes you feel like you're in a center of attention. This one is club, bottle girl, nightclub, right? Bartender on a nightclub. You have the coat girl, the coat standing, the coat check-in girl, right? These are great job. It's really fun because you're gonna be always, you're gonna take some heavy caffeine or something, or get some good food. You have the whole day to sleep or rest yourself, and then at nighttime, you know, you're gonna be in a party environment. So if you're that type of guy or girl who are into like this high energy, or always wanted to be in the, yo, let's go like that, then the bar or club will be the best one, and it's really fun. That is part of your life. If you into that, if indoor, you don't like indoor, if you don't like 9 to 5, this is like the most addicting job, and they get paid a lot. And if you can be even bartender, if you don't want to be bartender, if you want to be bar back, you still make a lot. Some of this night the club's not gonna make too much. Another odd jobs, you can work in a beach. On the beach, if you're a nature person, the lifeguard. These are like temporary. It's not too static. Beach service or park, these are some addicting job that's kind of outdoor, that makes you moving around, and that might need you to swim sometime here and there, but you love it. You know what, it's much better than working in a good professions, because you'd rather do this, right? That's another addicting job. When you work on a beach or near the coast, it's really fun. Pool girl, anything that's summer related, that's one of the another odd jobs, but you rather work there because it's really fun. The only one thing is, if the cold countries, the cold states might not have it all the time. The next one I got, that's kind of addicting, but it's really fun and very addicting and very mind satisfying, right? Because if you really want to, if you really like to help and care, that is teaching, summer camp, dealing with the kids, right? You have the babysitting also, right? It's technically odd jobs, but it's a very gray line of odd jobs and good jobs. I don't want to just say that it's odd jobs or bad jobs, because babysitting is not a bad job. Talking about taking care of the kids and schools are not really the bad jobs, but some of them are like very like labor related. Like let's say the camp, right? There's a lot of camp job you have to do, that's kind of labor, and it's a very minimum wage pay. They will pay you very minimum, but a lot of people still want to do that because they want to be in the sun, they want to be out there, they want to deal with the kids, they want to deal with the children, schools, and they're loving and caring. And the another best thing about that is your colleague, your teachers or the second teachers, they are so nice. Make friends with these teachers. They're also going out after these events. I have some friends that wasn't a teacher or taking care of the kindergarten kids, right? These teachers or the madam, they will go out after they finish duty, and that's one thing, they will rather take the lowest salary and do all the hard work and do all this dealing with multiple class, running around, handouts, everything, and they rather do that even though they know there's not too much pay over there. The pays are all-time low for teachers and kids related, but they would rather be there because it's so much fun. It's like another restaurant almost. It's like, you know what, the colleagues are fine, the teachers are fine, a lot of women, a lot of men are working together. Sometimes it's just a woman's working together. It's a really fun environment. This is another job right there, just throwing it out there. Another addicting odd jobs that I have, which is easy, addicting, and a lot of people are staying there for years and years, but again the fire rate is very heavy, and that is security. That's right, either stand-up security or sit-down security, right? Security is the one that's a very easily replaceable job, very easily replaceable. You're hired and you're just gone, like no problems, right? It's almost like every time I think about security, it's almost like a dishwash. Dishwashers get fired and quit like easily, but dishwash makes a lot of money. They could make more than minimum wage, but security is another thing that's a lot of hustles, or sometimes there is no hustle, but it's very uncomfortable in some case. And a lot of the security guard I know, like when I go to the mall, they tell me they really do not like their job, but you know what, they make a lot of money, so they get comfortable. It's comfortable, and there's a overtime, and the overtime can become even 21 or 22 per hour if you stay there. So they will rather work in overtime if the next person don't show up. And the funny thing is that this place, they will not cut the labor. So if you do want to work overtime, you can choose to work overtime. There's no manager approval needed, and the money is a lot, right? So this is one of the top addicting odd jobs, right? Same with the TSA or airport security, right? These jobs, I'm telling you, it's better not to get too comfortable, but you know, All right guys, so these are some of my lists that top odd jobs that's very addicting and that can make you a lot of money. So let me know in the comments which are the other odd jobs that you can think, or the bad jobs, or something that's labor related that you love to do and maybe I forgot to mention. Definitely write it in the comments. It could be anything. It could be on the docking station, or somebody who's just standing on a dock, or maybe somebody's on a boat docking station. There's tons of them. There's tons of jobs that's not a good jobs, but they're very highly addicting, and they could be good payment to average payment or even bad salary. So let me know in the comments which are those jobs that you think are like that. Do you think retail? I don't think it's that addicting. That's why I did not mention retail, but I want to hear from you. All right, so write it on the comments. This is it for today. Definitely check out some of my links over here at the bottom. Definitely follow my social media: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. It's kind of like slow. I don't really go there. I used to play a video game back in the days a lot. It's 4K Tawheed, or 4K TD for short. I'm also having a one-on-one consultations. If you're interested, the link is at the bottom. You definitely want to check out 4KTawheedshop.com. Very easy spelling. You're really gonna love this. This is the best consultations ever. Very affordable. It's not like one of those other gurus out there. Last week I already got few of the invitations. Great job for those of you right there. This is it for today. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.